This is Nuketown. We're on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, jumping into this latest iteration of the very well-known map. It's on 24/7 rotation, like it most likely will be for a very long time down the road. They're gonna probably keep doing 24/7 rotations for a very long time. And what is with all the abuse of the flashbangs? Holy! I've never been flashbanged so much in my life. Anyways, this take on Nuketown is very rustic, I guess you could say. It's very much like the same map, like entirely the same, but you know, it's just got like this weird sort of graffiti-like vibe. It's basically the same as what they did with the Nuketown, you know, the zombie map, where they basically just graffitied all over it. That's kind of the look of what they're doing here, it seems, which is fine. I mean, it's the typical style, just your traditional Nuketown here. It's good to see a map available already, but at the same time, it kind of feels like, considering how fast this came out, that maybe it could have just been included with the full release of the game. But you know, whatever. They like to sprinkle, well, trickle out little content bits, so that's cool. Anyways, yeah, I think it's definitely on par with the previous efforts of the series in regards to Nuketown, and it's really very much like the same sort of thing. I was even watching some kind of online little things about it, and there's like, you know, the same little glitch spots and stuff exist from, I think, Black Ops 4, so that's interesting. There you go, that was a nice little jump there. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Nuketown, it's just like the small Black Ops map that everybody loves. It's been in like every single version of Black Ops, I think, right? Like, I think it was even in some of like the weird spin-offs, like the Classified and that. Oh, jeez. And they just do a little bit of a different thing with it every time, right? In terms of the design of the map and the look of it. And they just kind of like, you know, color it a little bit different, add a little bit of a unique style, depending on the game, right? Like every Black Ops has got like a different sort of vibe going on with it. And this is just that latest style of that design. Oh wow, chopper gunner. Sick. That was convenient. Anyways, this is a great showcase of the outside of the map, you know, just a small little thing. I don't know if anybody else is noticing, but it also seems like really laggy today for some reason, so that seems a bit weird. Anyways, yeah, it's just kind of a fun, easygoing map. It's got some, like, intense play for objectives. It's got all these different, you know, sort of stylings you can play on it. Usually it's pretty hectic. I mean, not anything too wild of a map at this point. I'm surprised actually it still works with the quicker flow of like players and everything nowadays. I find that kind of fascinating that it still kind of holds up as being something that people want to play every single time. Personally, I get tired of it, but I mean, it's the same as like seeing Shipment in Modern Warfare, right? It's just kind of a given at this point. You get it. Yeah, you know, it's a fine map. It's got cool vibes to it. It's got a neat design. It's definitely unique, and I am just absolutely blasting people away with that. I even got an achievement, get 50 kills from lethal score streaks. Nice. Oh, really? I didn't get that guy. Anyways, that should have popped up my score a bit, I guess, so that's cool. I'm not really a huge fan of team deathmatch, I gotta be honest. Just kind of seems a little pointless not to have an objective or something that you're working towards, but I know that this is always the popular mode, and even nowadays I especially understand that, going back and playing all the older Call of Duty games, is that team deathmatch is always the last one left, so it's definitely the favorite, I guess you could say, for people. But yeah, I remember playing, I think, maybe not Demolition, but Search and Destroy on this one was kind of intense back in the day. Oh, he was just camping there? I didn't even notice that guy up in that room. That's crazy. But we're doing pretty good. I think we might get the win going on here. Where's that grenade at? It's in there. Okay. Guy's just camping away in that room. Interesting. I guess the care package kind of comes in handy. I mean, I've gotten a VTOL out of it before too, which is pretty good. But yeah, it just kind of takes a while to use the care packages, which is why I'm not like a huge fan of them. At the same time, I can't really be bothered to update my class, I suppose. Really? Wow, that guy got some... Oh. because he's hacking? That kind of looked like hacking. Like, is he? No, I mean, I guess you could natch. I don't know. That was pretty fast movement, and he's got weird characters to his name. I guess that's realistic shooting, I suppose. I mean, it's not out of the question that you could shoot like that. Just the other one, it seemed like it was kind of not like super snapping, but it was definitely like locking onto people and with great efficiency, which is kind of funny. But yeah, anyways, we're just kind of looking at the map really and playing on it and showcasing it. Just doing some multiplayer action, just talking about the series. I think I've seen almost every version of it live in action. I mean, I haven't done Black Ops 3 because I didn't get that one, so I didn't play that version of it, I guess. But I've seen a lot of iterations of this over the years. Actually, I think my personal favorite, aside from the original retro look, is actually the Zombies iteration. So that one's really stupid RCXD, but that one's like kind of really fascinating to me because it basically, it's got this destroyed look to it, and it's a perfect classic Zombies map, if that makes sense, for survival and stuff. Alright, we jumped into another match here with Domination, so I'm glad that there are other kind of modes available in this playlist, because it just kept giving me a deathmatch going into it. But yeah, like I was saying, with the Zombies aspect, it was just neat because this was really a pure survival map, right? You didn't have anything complicated with it. You were just... Is that a bad guy? No. You're just trying to survive in this area. It had some good little lanes, good movement for zombies. I just quite liked it. And, like, atmospherically and aesthetically, it was really, really cool looking in that one. I definitely enjoyed it. But here, it really is just like the same thing, but they basically had their art team come in and throw pictures everywhere, all over it. I mean, some of it's pretty nice, and it matches the flow of it, but yeah, I think this actually might be the most similar to that original look of the map that we've actually seen, outside of them just straight, like, porting the original map, if you get what I'm talking about. But, yeah, I don't mind it. It's got, like, a neat vibe to it. Ow. What is, like, slowly picking up my health there? Was it like a gas or something? Interesting. But yeah, it's definitely kind of neat how it flows, this level. Just in general, it's kind of a fascinating design, I think. Because it's not tiny like shit, but it's definitely in the same like spirit and vein of that one. Oh jeez. But it gives you like just a little bit of verticality too, so you've got somewhat of a base feeling to it. Thanks for saving my life there, person that did that. Right on. And they've also got these dangerous lanes of sight that people can use, which aren't great. But yeah, I think like Search and Destroy was fun on this one. Domination's also always pretty good on it. I think I played some Demolition on this, the ones that had Demolition, because I was always a big Demolition player. I definitely liked how that kind of game mode flowed back in the day. Snipers running around, I always find that weird. Yeah, it's just kind of like a weird chaos and mayhem is always here in this. It's just kind of continuously wild action going on. I assume we're gonna see, more of it down the road. I doubt this is the end of the Black Ops and them doing Nuketown. Just want to blow somebody up with the RPG. Hurts. Wow, you can actually really quickly get up there now, eh? Huh. Or maybe you always could, and I just never knew the pathing for it. Okay, the grenade. Ow. Whoa, that was a good headshot clip there. Nice. It's also weird, like, the flags. I guess Domination's more of, like, ring-based now in this. So I don't see that you're actually capturing, like, flank posts, which is kind of like an area that you're gathering. Which makes sense, because that's what Domination kind of is. Just reminds me more of Gears, I guess you could say. Okay, should be shooting out the grenades. Oh! Did, like, a flip in the air. That's wild. And even the outside, like, it doesn't look like it's any different. I think they removed some of the clutter from over there, maybe? Oh, should've went inside earlier, I guess. Yeah, it is also weird how it's like this completely detached area in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I get it's for nuke testing, so it does definitely make sense. But it's just kind of funny having this like little plot of death out in the middle of the absolute desert. Like I'm assuming this is like in Nevada, right? That would be the guess. Try more accuracy to shoot through that. Ow. I've always wanted to see, I don't know specifically, or I can't recall if they've done this, but like maybe the full street of Nuketown being unlocked. I've always had that idea and thought that the whole street would be kind of fascinating. You know what, they kind of, in Black Ops 4 for Blackout, they gave you like a whole little Nuketown area, right? I mean, I don't think that's quite the same because I'm thinking of it in a multiplayer context, but yeah, I guess that one kind of does allow you to see the whole street. But then again, they've changed the design of the area too to fit like a bit of an island because it's like Nuketown Island. Testing a domination point where it's that small is kind of hilarious. But anyways, yeah, I've always thought it might be neat to kind of have like a Nuketown expanded map for multiplayer where you just get like the whole street area there. I think it might be neat to have like the more extended segment of it, but I don't think we'll ever see that. At the same time, it would kind of be fascinating too, just like a bit of a different change on Nuketown. I had assumed over time with the way the games were changing and evolving in terms of like how fast you move, that you would maybe need the extra space, but you know, this still flows, I guess, fine as it ever has. It kind of shows the indifference and change in Call of Duty games, I guess. I think maybe we could throw one more map or match into rotation here. Oh, look at those mad kills doing the crouch shot. Oof. Yeah, it is in Nevada. You could see that right, kind of floating at the start here. That's interesting. Now, I wonder if, in some level of canon, or canonically, that all the Nuketowns are actually like the same Nuketown, and it's just like continuously been updated through the years. I would find that kind of funny. But yeah, we're just gonna show off one final kind of round of it, just to kind of showcase a little bit more gameplay in case people want to watch more. So that's basically why. And it's, I don't know, it's fun just to play multiplayer and sort of talk about it and showcase things. There's guys not playing, free kills, ha ha ha. Oh wow, he did a crouch thing, he knew where I was. I guess he was fighting with me moments earlier, but yeah, and I hope I'm kind of running through each of the areas. I seem to just be kind of spawn locked to this one side, so I haven't shown off as much of that one. I'll use the arcade machine as cover there. Yeah, that's just weird. There's like a slightly more focus on arcade machines in this version of Call of Duty. I don't know what it is. Oh, come on. Jeez, that was ridiculously bad on my end. Anyways, yeah, like you look at the campaign, the multiplayer, the zombies and stuff. Well, I don't know if zombies has it, but there's just like this weird usage of them. Maybe they're just like a good like thing that you can kind of throw into one of your maps or something when you're making this. Like just having like an arcade machine, but where did that guy go? Yeah, it just seems a little peculiar that they keep popping them in, because I know other Call of Duty games have, you know, used things like that in the past. They've had that kind of stuff, but just like I've never seen it so prominently displayed. And give a little bit more time showing off the different rooms here. Yeah, it's that good old Nuketown, but with a little bit better of lighting. Game over. Yeah, it's like they're really focusing on like the game element of it, I guess, is the discussion. Worth a quarter. Was this time period, I guess, just very important for people playing video games? I guess maybe was the thing that they're talking about here. The developers are all from this era? I don't know. Anyways, still kind of neat. Keep rolling, maybe try to get some kills going on. Oh, come on, somebody on my team should have had that guy. It's almost a little disappointing. Stun. Yeah, they definitely went with, like, it's kind of bright, but it feels a lot darker, too. I don't know if that's just the lighting design these days, but it's definitely got, like, a bit of a darker vibe to it. It's not as well lit. Man, I'm absolutely getting just demolished here. Ooh. Well, that's a good score. Some would say that I'm getting dominated. Or I just have a really good team that's kind of doing all the work. There we go. Make music, not war. Oh, I thought that was a live guy for a second there. That would have been pretty funny. But yeah, you can kind of like hide up here too. It's like a really good little spot that most people don't notice you at. Surprised that guy hasn't noticed me? Okay, there we go. I was hoping that my reload would maybe come in and I'd be able to shoot him beforehand, but not the case. And then what's with the weird wires? Did they always... They might have always moved like that though. Seems like they're really shaking to like the grenades and stuff. Guys, they're gonna be floored by these dynamic wires we've added. It completely changes the map up. Look at them just dangling there. That's the next gen technology we were hoping for. I've even heard stories it's not available on other platforms. I'm just kidding. Just joking there, but yeah, it's sort of funny. It's like the next gen fish from Ghosts back in the day. I always get a chuckle out of that one. Ooh, fire looks decent in this one. Yeah, I've always had an issue with fire in video games. It's never quite looked real. I mean, it still kind of doesn't look like it's actually burning, but you know, I think there's still work to do. But yeah, that's always been one technical thing that kind of bothers me in games. It's just like how fire looks and reacts to certain environmental things. Like it means like, ooh, it's fire, but it's like, looks off at times. We just pull up like a map. Killing them through the floor. Oh, it's not a kaboom yet because it's not the end. Oh. Is that woods?
Capture the objective.
It's a weird looking sandbox.
Taking C.
You know, considering the era, that might very well be made of asbestos. Ooh. Really not a thing to joke about, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of comical seeing how thinking about how dangerous that stuff is and how they didn't really know. Well, I guess this time they would have known about it. Totally a random train of thought to kind of get into, I suppose. We've got to decapture their capture on this? That's not good.
Securing Bravo.
We got this, you and me, Dextinct, whatever that means.
Stun.
Yeah, that's what I get, a shot in the face for working on the objective. Oh, come on, I'm stunning myself. And it's not my charming looks or anything. I don't really want to go that way. I always die when I go that way. Oh look, there's two guys in the house. That's great. See, we're kind of doing a fairly efficient job of like pinning them back into their spawn area. So it also makes it harder to get kills unless you're just like sitting around camping and shooting from a distance, which I'm not doing with my MP5. Oh, he's dead. If you know what I mean. Well, it's like the noob tube. I guess I could switch over and do a like a quieter perspective on this one because we're just like really holding them down.
Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
I'm getting a lot of bullet penetration on that.
Throwing flag. Throwing stun.
I guess you could call this switching up my strategy somewhat. I think that guy with the sniper there should be getting some good kills. Does he have a sniper? Oh, I get killed. Oh, he died too. That's good. So you shouldn't group up in the same window. It's kind of silly. Yeah, I always love that in games in the past. Like, you know, if you're a sniper, you go and, like, snipe somewhere, and then, like, other people come and snipe right beside you if you're doing well. It's like, come on, guys, you're giving away my, giving away my spot. Just like having two people peeking over here is just like a recipe for, you know, quick deaths and free kills.
Taking Alpha. Throwing frag.
Uh-oh. Okay, the spawn's flipped.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound. Sealing prox mine. Alpha secure.
So that means they're gonna come up this way.
Stun. Losing A.
Are we taking C now? Did the spawns flip again?
We lost A. Capture is underway.
That's the problem with domination. Well, not a problem, but what people don't realize is that like spawns like flip if you take different things or if you pressure too hard. The idea is kind of just to pin the other team back. If you take the two end ones, then it creates like absolute mayhem and completely random spawning. A gunship, really? What have I done to deserve all of these great things that I've been getting? I better get in this fast because we are like at the end of the match here. I actually feel bad for these guys. Like, you know, like I didn't earn this really. Just got it from a care package. Like I've hit like complete luck this match. That's basically what it is. Well, not this match, but like while we're recording this stuff, just in terms of like what I've gotten from the care packages. I swear the care packages are usually awful. Like, this must not be fun for them at all. I feel bad, actually. Like, it's insult to injury at this point. That's all you do. Like, I'm not even really aiming or anything. Just peppering them down. There were some decent matches. I mean, I didn't do too well performance-wise, but... The best play should have been me just randomly, luckily getting the drop. Like, what a cheap thing, am I right? I thought this would be cooler. Oh, I guess that's cool. I don't know. Boom!